From Sinatra, swing to Brando's stage. Maryland's grace to JFK's age. It's Johnny Russo, Hollywood's own, where Jeannie Raymond's secrets are shown. Hollywood Godfather.
Welcome, everybody. It's time for another Hollywood Godfather podcast. And this show is loaded with, I don't want to tease you. Let me get Jeannie Raymond, my gorgeous co-host.
Oh, thank you.
Jeannie, how are you today?
Hello, I'm great. How are you doing, Gianni?
I'm doing fine, man. My life is a dream. Well, this show today is come up by accident because I got a message last night that a good friend of mine died. He was 90 years old, and I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. His name was Dan Tana, Dantana. He had one of the best restaurants in Beverly Hills, right off of Doheny Boulevard on Little Santa Monica, called Dan Tanas. And you name the stars, they were there. And he was the only restaurant that served gourmet food until 1 o'clock at night. In California, that is huge. So Johnny Carson, everybody would be there. And a guy called Craig was the maitre d', and Dan just wandered around as the owner and be the host he should be. But the interesting thing about that, when Dan sold the hotel, the restaurant in 69, I think it was 69. Let me see. I want to make sure I have that date right. That sounds too soon because he opened it in 64. Yeah, it must have been later than that whole.
I can look it up.
Yeah, no, where was it? I had the date here. Anyway, he operated for a lot of years. 60 years he operated it. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, they just celebrated the 60-year anniversary, I think, about 10 months ago. So
all that said, when he sold it to this young lady, Craig got some investors, and he opened Craig's 2 blocks away, which is bigger than Dan Tanas now. And that poor lady got stuck with it. But why? I have such great memories there. I was there all the time. If I was in LA, I'd go there because I could eat late and do all that, hang out. But I got a call from Al Pacino, and he said to me, meet me at Dan Tana's tonight around 9 o'clock. I'm bringing Oliver Stone. We want to talk to you about something. So I couldn't wait to get there, obviously. And so when I get there, it's interesting. They said to me, we know you involved with football. I said, well, I'm not. My best friend, Pat Boland, because we were dating 2 sisters at the time. In fact, I married one, Shannon, had 2 kids with her. He never married his, but he had a daughter with her. And the interesting thing about that, Pat Boland, when he sold the team just recently, after he died, the family sold it. And I had an argument with him when the day he bought it, because he paid $64 million for it. I said, are you out of your mind? He said, no, this is going to be big. You know, he wanted to be a football owner. There's only 33 owners in the world. I don't know if you know that.
No, I know.
There's only 33 teams, and they're all billionaires. It's like the Billionaires Club to own, a sports league like that.
Well, what did Pat Boland do that he had so much money?
He was in the lumber business out of Canada. Came from a wealthy family.
Okay.
But the interesting thing is, when he sold it for $7 billion. $7 billion. And Alex and my niece and my kids, they were always saying, I'm going to be first millionaire, I'm going to be first this, I'm going to be that. And Alex said, I'm going to be the first billionaire. And when she did, because there was 7 kids, they all got $1 billion. She's in her 30s now. She's a billionaire. This kid, I can't believe it. But that's what I'm saying. This Dan Tanas means a lot to me because of all of this going on. So now I meet them there for dinner, and I tell them, I said, no, I really don't know anything about football, but my good friend Pat Bowlen owns the Denver Broncos. They just won Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So
what timing.
Yeah. So he said to me, I really want to talk to him. I said, get him on the phone. Now it's 9:30 here already, and he's in Denver. So I thought, 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm calling him. So I called Pat on the phone. He's a very sophisticated guy. And he said, why are you calling me at home? I said, I got somebody who wants to talk to you. Tell him to call me tomorrow. I said, you don't understand. It's Al Pacino. He said, what? I said, it's Al Pacino. He wants to talk to you. Right now? I said, yeah. Put him on the phone. So I hold the phone sideways and I say, Pat, introduce you to Al Pacino, Pat Bowlen. And now they're on speakerphone, and Oliver and I are listening, and everybody in the audience and the restaurant's listening because it's very, tight quarters. And Oliver goes on to tell him with Pacino that they have this script called Any Given Sunday, and it's about owning a football team. And we want to use the Denver Broncos as a backdrop. This is like two rich kids saying, well, all right, I'll send my plane to catch you tomorrow. He says, no, we're going to use Warner Brothers plane. He says, no, I want you to come on my plane. This is the kind of conversations I'm hearing about.
Right.
Long story short, we fly to Denver. Pacino, Oliver Stone, myself. They have an entourage meet us to bring us out to Mile High Stadium where they're all at. And we go there. Unbeknownst to me, they did their homework. Pacino wanted to play Mike Shanahan, the coach, not the owner.
Oh.
And they had Cameron Diaz's father was my partner. They cast me as the co-owner, fortunately. And I'm supposed to teach her the ropes of football. So we got creative, long story short. And I said, we got to get you an interesting mother. And when I start to talk to you about how we did this, it's insane. So I remember Anne Margaret for many, many years. Many years.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I spent a lot of time with her and Elvis and all of them. When she was performing as a showgirl, as a star, she fell and had an accident at the International Hotel. And then along with it, she acquired a drinking problem.
Oh.
And she really didn't need to work anymore because she made so much money on the lawsuit and everything.
Oh, wow.
So I call her. We are really close friends. I said, I want you to do a movie for me. She said, oh, I can't do that. I don't want to do it. And then Roger Smith, that's who she married, he got on. He said, Johnny, she can't remember lines or anything. I said, let me send you the script and you'll understand why. I made, which is inside stuff. So when because you told me you watched the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I made her an alcoholic in the movie. So she was always wandering around and always had a drink in her hand. It was perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. She just had to play herself at that point.
And that's it. So with that said, that was one casting genius that we came up with. Then there was a young actor who's a TV actor. He hasn't done a motion picture called Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx.
Well, Jamie Foxx, that's how he got the part of the quarterback. And that was his first big movie. So with this said, this is how this whole thing evolved, which when you think about it, it was all accidental stuff. It's like accidental, but you do this, we do that, all that. And it just came together. We wound up with 38 well-known celebrities, football figures. I mean, we had some of the greatest championship players in the world, Y.E. Tittle, all were in this movie. There was 38 of them.
Wow.
And then the last part of Genius that we talked about, we had to have Agliapu. Most people don't know who he is. He's the commissioner of the NFL.
Oh, okay.
So we wanted to have somebody like him. We got Charleston Heston for one day. And we used to joke, we got Moses to retire, to come and do this one day on the set. But that's why that movie is so magical. What do you remember of the movie? When's the last time you saw it?
Oh my gosh, it's been years. But when my boys, my big kids, and Cody is now 40. Well, actually, he's going to be 41, and my other son's 39. You just met him. They watched that thing over and over and over, but I remember Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J. The beginning of the show was crazy. And like you said, M. Margaret, Cameron Diaz, all these different cameo type appearances by big stars just popping in and out of that.
Well, look at James Woods, even. James Woods.
Oh, yeah, James Woods.
We made him a manager. But it was so insane how this movie came together. So, I call my brother-in-law Pat Bowling. He really wasn't my brother-in-law because we have, nieces and nephews together. But he never married the girl. I married my wife, and Shannon, that was our sister, Kimberly. And so we had to go have a meeting at the NFL right here. And it's coincidental because it came back to me the other day. That shooting in New York at 350 Park Avenue was the NFL. That's why that guy was coming. He had a brain trauma. Remember, he got hit too much?
Yes.
And he came and killed all these people. I'm saying to myself, this has got to be an omen. This guy does this last week. Now Dan Tana dies the following week. And it's all about, indirectly, any given Sunday.
Yeah.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
They were, I would hear that there was a song in that show. Jamie Foxx, I think, used to sing Willie Beam, and my kids sing that all the time. Another one of their favorites was, and I'll probably mess up his name, and I don't know if you know the name, Andrew Bryanarski. So was a big muscle guy in the show. They said they loved him in the show. I'm gonna have to refresh myself. The one thing about this, Gianni, is you get on here, we talk about different movies, and then I go back and watch them. Like at Christmas, I watched Family Man. Loved it. And these are old movies that I've seen several times, but not for years and years. So I'm definitely.
That's a good point. We should talk more, because I know our audience would want to. I've made 46 motion pictures that won 9 Oscars.
Oh, wow.
And Demi Moore with Striptease. So many. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But like this movie now today that we're talking about, and it all unfortunately came together that Dan Tana died. And then I'm saying, wait a minute. Last week, they shot up the NFL building. What is this about? And then
that's insane.
Yeah. But more interesting though, we had to come here and have a meeting in that building. So I fly in, and Pat Bowlen, fortunately for us, was on the advertising committee of the NFL. And like I mentioned earlier, there's only 35 owners. There's only 35 teams. And there are billions now to buy a team. You can't buy a franchise.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And you have to be an American citizen.
Oh.
Yeah, the NFL don't want any foreigners. They don't want Arab money. This has always been an American sport, football. They created it. It's not soccer. And that's one thing I have to say. When you start to understand these guys, they really have a respect for what they own. And to me, that's, as you get older in life, that's what you want. But the interesting thing is, so now, unbeknownst to me, because I don't read scripts. To me, give me my part. I ain't gonna read the whole script. I read my parts and learn them. But what happened? We didn't realize Oliver Stone wrote two different scripts. One to show the NFL, and the one he was really going to shoot.
Really?
So now, and everybody knows him, Oliver's a pretty amazing guy. He's nuts, in other words. And he thought he can get away with this. So now we go there and they read the script and they were really, said, this is great. And my brother-in-law said, this is great, this is that. Then about 2 weeks later, Pat calls me. He says, I'm flying in. You got to see me. So I fly in. He said, what's going on? I said, what are you talking about? He says, there's two scripts. I said, what? He said, you don't know about it? I said, no, I didn't know about it. Well, I do that to you, you're my brother, we're like brothers, forget it.
Right.
And he said, well, the script that they're shooting, they got our guys snorting coke off a women's stomach. Which they do, but they don't want it out there.
Right. They don't want that image out there.
So now we had to go back to the NFL, certify the script we were shooting, get it sanctioned. Then the NFL up to this time was letting us use real teams' names.
Oh.
That's why in the show, there's no real teams.
Right.
They said, we can't stop you from shooting any movie you want. They said, you can't use our stadiums. Oh. You can't use our teams. And the only people we could use the people who were retired from it. That's how we got to this movie, because Warner Brothers now wanted it more than ever. And I'm getting ahead of myself, but this movie is such a big movie yet. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. But fortunately, we got it made. Fortunately, I had a big part in it. And now I'm dealing with Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx is playing this character that's an egomaniac. He's a quarterback for, now not Super Bowl team, but it's like an award-winning team. And he is really pushing LL Cool J to the limit. And LL Cool J was his, a receiver and all that. They were like a team, fellow teammates on this fictitious team.
Right.
And I kept telling him, I said, you got to calm down. You're getting crazy. Your ego. He said, it's part of my character. It's part of my character. So I remember, it's so vivid in my mind right now. We're like 13 hours on a Friday. See, Friday, we don't have a turnaround where you have to come back in 12 hours.
Oh.
So we're shooting. We're in Florida, and it's hot. It's muggy. Everybody's tired. And there's a scene between him and LL Cool J and a couple of the surrounding players, not the whole team, on the field. Now, he's getting crazy. And I said, LL, always call me. Don't talk to him. So he called me over. He said, you got to calm him down. He's getting me crazy. So I go over. I said, why don't you just do the lines? Let's not have any problems. So, but I'm in character. I'm in character. Tell him to cool it. So he said, he hears him. Tell me to cool it. I never saw anything like this in my life. Jamie Foxx had a football helmet on. A football helmet. They're in full gear.
Right.
LL Cool J knocked him out with the helmet on.
Oh, geez.
Do you believe that? He hit him right where his ear would be in the helmet. Knocked him out cold. We thought he was dead.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how strong LL Cool J was. But when you...
Oh, yeah. He was jacked up.
Oh, my God.
Big guy.
How we do it on time? Do we need to do
We're good. Yeah, we're ready for a commercial. But I love this topic. Let's do a quick commercial and come on back.
Yeah, because I got some great stuff to talk about.
Awesome. Okay.
The thing we know about that I'm doing, we're going to be back at Fanboy Expo in Orlando, Florida, September 26th to the 28th. Don't miss it. Everybody's coming back. All the cast of you name it, they're all coming back, and all the big stars that were at Fanboy with us down in Knoxville. So that's again Fanboy Expo, Orlando, Florida, September 26th, 27th, 28th, and then Resorts World Catskills on Columbus Day weekend. Call your casino host. Get tickets for this. You don't want to miss this show. And like my man, I talked to him today, Dino, because he's telling me, Trombino, he said, I'm getting calls from all over. You're doing great. He's the VIP of player development for Resorts World. If you have a problem getting a reservation, you call this guy up. I can't believe it. 401-741-0403. Dino Tromboni, a great friend. He's the VIP for player development. Now I have something that I'm really flipping out on because, I do a lot of charity work. I've been doing it for years. In fact, my first big charity work, Paramount gave me a world premiere of The Godfather, 54 years for Staten Island, and all the proceeds, I built a place called Terry's House for Down syndrome children. And after that, I built 3 more. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is I want to do this again. So what I'm doing now, the end of the summer is coming right now. We know that. 1 week when you hear this show, we're in the last Thursday of August. So from this point on, I want you to make your holiday plans with me. Direct email me, gr@GianniRusso, all one word, .com. That's gr@GianniRusso.com. And the invitation is your place or mine. Make your reservations early to secure your date. I'll do the party at my place. I'll come to your place, and all the money goes to a charity. 100%.
Any charity or that charity?
No, my charity called Gianni Believes You Can.
Oh, okay.
And it's for underprivileged children, for education. I want to have a major series. What do I want? I want a major charity event for the last year, for the 3 months. But like I said, I'll do it at my place, or I'll come to your house. You write a check or give a credit card. It all goes to my 501c corporation. You write it off, and you'll have a party. I could have 100 people at your house. I don't care. I'm coming. We'll do it. And again, call me early because this is going to go fast.
I know you're always making dinner for people. Every time I talk to you, you say, this group came to my house for dinner. Gianni, I never make dinner. I rarely make it for myself, let alone hundreds of people.
I can't do 100 people in the house. No, I mean, I've done big events. Yeah. And so the people out there know who they are. I don't want to use their names. But gr@GianniRusso.com. When you hear this, just send me an email. I'll answer it to you. And let's make a plan, either your place or mine, for the holidays. Okay, let's get back to this wonderful story of Any Given Sunday, which is insane. And the movie's still doing well. And your sons saw it, right?
Oh, I saw it 100 times. I mean, because they did not quit watching that. I don't know if they had a ticker counter on there, but that was always playing when, back when my kids were young. All the time. That Willie Beeman song always in my ear.
Oh,
but
Willie Beeman,
was a great show.
That was his character. He was so nuts.
So how did LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx get along after that?
Well, we thought we were close to, LL Cool J is a professional. And then I said, you just got to ignore him. He's about, I was tired. We're working 13 hours. I said, I know, I apologize. but that all went down. But you know who I got really close to on that set?
Who's that?
Jamie Foxx. I
Oh,
mean, no, James Woods.
Oh, James Woods. Okay.
James Woods, I didn't know him at all until we hired him. And he is such an advocate to the American government.
Really?
He wanted to be a senator.
Oh, really?
I mean, this guy knows more about our country and the God and recite law and do all that. But why I'm bringing it up, because he and I got close, and then I introduced him to certain people that were down on the set with us. And I thought for sure he was going to get into politics. I mean, the group was so diverse.
Oh.
You know, we had Y.E. Tittle, we had James Brown.
Yeah.
Football player.
Lawrence Taylor. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how much he was in there, but the list of actors and actresses in here is insane. I mean, and lots of people that are recognizable. You know, you read down this list, and my gosh, there are so many. Terrell Owens. I mean, these are big names that you know, and that you see all the time.
Well, as we were shooting, the NFL got worse and worse with us.
Oh, really?
But the good news I locked up the Orange Bowl down in Florida. And all we needed to do is put our crews in and paint the colors different. So we used the same studio. We didn't have to do the locations. Even Warner Brothers thought that was brilliant. But then we had to have a Super Bowl stadium to go to. We can't do that show an exterior. And the only guy that came through is the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah? Jimmy Jones, or who was?
What's that?
Was it Jimmy Jones, the Dallas Cowboy guy?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones, sorry.
I called him up. I met him a couple of times. He was so enthralled over this movie to begin with. And he let us go there off season. The season just ended. We moved right to Dallas.
Oh, wow.
And we shot all those scenes that we needed to there with him. And he wanted nothing. He just wanted to be around all these stars.
Right.
And I mean, the things that went on behind the scenes, even like Cameron Diaz wanted to go in the men's locker room. I said, you can't go in the men's locker room. The NFL don't allow it. So I own the team. I said, you own the team in the movie. We got to make it realistic. So the guys, they played a joke on her.
Uh-oh.
So the day everybody knows we're going to shoot them, right? So the guys who needed full body makeup are having their body made up. You know, these guys, but they're in the film business.
Right.
So she thought, they're going to have towels on and underwears on. They deliberately, they all did it bare ass nude. So when she walked in, of course, but Oliver Stone wanted that shock. That's how smart he was. So she thought she was going to go in there, and there's everybody hanging out, literally hanging out. And he got it all on camera. She couldn't get out of there fast. It's a great scene in the movie. Next time you see it, now you know what that was about. It's so funny.
That's funny. Yeah, looking back, that's probably more at the beginning of her career. And speaking of movies, I mean, you are attached to a lot of huge movies. The Godfather.
We're going to start talking about them more, I think.
Yeah.
Great topics for the show.
Right. Well, and we started a month ago. We just got kind of sidetracked because we got to speak with Engelbert, and then with this coming up, but about talking about those movies. And I look forward to that. But I mean, just to name 4 off the top of my head, Any Given Sunday, huge. Of course, The Godfather, huge. Family Man is huge. Yeah. Mario Brothers. I mean, Mario Brothers has gotten they've got some funny kind of following where there's some kids on.
You know what's so funny? I had two babies at that time, Adriana and Luciano, and they were thrilled. I was doing Mario Brothers. Then I take my daughter to the premiere with us in L.A., and she's screaming, "Get me out of here!" So what's the matter? You kidnapped the princess. I said, that's in the script. I don't care. She's my favorite. She couldn't believe I kidnapped the princess in the movie. She got mad at me for the day. She wouldn't talk to me. It was so crazy.
Isn't that funny how little kids think? Yeah,
oh, God.
that's hilarious. I'm still looking through this.
IMGB, yeah.
Yeah, at all of the stars in this show. Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid was a big player or owner or something. I forgot what he played.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Eckhart, Matthew Modine. I mean, these are big names.
Matthew Modine, if my memory serves me right, he was the doctor on our team.
I mean, normally if you see that they show the cast, there's maybe a couple of lines. This thing goes and goes and goes with all of the stars. It's incredible. But yeah, you have been part of big hits. You know,
Fortunately, some of the movies were made. I mean, Striptease with Demi Moore was amazing. And what's interesting about her dedication, she was doing our movie and then had to leave to do G.I. Jane.
Oh, yeah.
Right after that. And they built a semi-trailer truck, had 2 trainers on it, and brought it to every location with us. And either before the day or during her lunch break or when she was in a trailer doing nothing, she'd go in there and work out. I saw her lower herself. Picture this, a regular dining room chair. She takes a handstand, grabs the leg of the chair on each end from the back, and lowers herself in from behind.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, she had such abs, and I mean, her core was like steel. And then she'd come and do our, she was on our set, had to redo her makeup and come on our set. But I mean, this business, when you start to think, like you're saying, I'm reflecting on some of the movies I made, the education alone from doing these movies. And, it's amazing. How are we doing on time?
We're doing all right. Let's see, where were we? I've been keeping track of time, but we get talking and I go through questions with you, which just adds more. We got a few more minutes we can go. If you want, we can do another quick commercial and then we can finish up.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So again, I want to do the same commercials because they're very important to me. In fact, the last one that I read, I'm going to read first. As we know now, the summer is over, the holiday season's coming, and I'm making an offer you shouldn't refuse, to use a line from a movie I was in. But it's your place or mine. Email me at gr@giannirusso.com, all one word, gr@giannirusso.com. Let's discuss what you want to do, where you want to do it, and when you want to do it, and lock in the dates. And it all goes to Gianni Believes You Can. 100% of it you write off your Christmas party, and you educate a couple of dozen kids, or how many people you have. But that's that. Then to go back to Fanboy, I'm at Fanboy Expo, Orlando, Florida, September 26th, 27th, and 28th. Everybody's coming back. Cherie Wilson and I reunited our friendship, and you probably know her from Dallas and Walker's Texas Rangers. Everybody's coming back. Kiss is coming back. So that's Fanboy Expo in Orlando, Florida, the 26th, 27th, and 28th. And then my big debut for Resorts World is in the Catskills, Columbus Day weekend. It's a weekend you can't refuse that, because this is my launch. Then I'll be with them 4th of July weekend, coming up to their $8 billion casino where the Aqueduct Racetrack, and I'm yours truly, is headlining that show. So with that said, I think we're out of time for this week. Jeannie, I love you. Everybody stay well. God bless you. Jeannie, you have anything you want to add? Any ads or what they should be doing?
Yes. just everybody, we've had a lot of people sending in comments and questions, and we thank you so much for listening to the show. We are expanding on all different types of podcasting servers. If you're listening to us and you want to see what we look like, I know you know what Gianni looks like, but you can see the video version on Apple Podcasts. You can also see the video version on YouTube. We try and go in. If you've got questions or comments, we appreciate it. We appreciate you sharing the show, and thank you so much.
Yeah, and that's important because right now, next week's show is a mailbag. So you have enough time to send an email to Jeannie. Now, Jeannie, use both our websites, not Gianni Russo 2. Use that plus the real Gianni Russo, because
Right.
I have almost 80,000 followers.
Right. And, you know, follow us.
Stack them because it's not coming through. People have asked me that.
Oh, okay. And if you guys want to comment, we'd love you to follow us on Instagram or Facebook. I've got an Instagram. It's Jeannie at Hollywood Godfather Podcast. We have Real Gianni Russo. We have the Hollywood Godfather Podcast. All of those are on Instagram, so we can get your messages there. So please send your messages there. You can make comments. You can see our past shows and see which ones you guys might like, but you can go back and listen to them. Our last week's show was Engelbert Humperdinck, and fantastic. Yes.
Read what Engelbert sent you today.
All right. I don't check this particular email very often, but boy, I was sure happy today because Engelbert Humperdinck emailed me. None of you can say that. Well,
what did he say though?
He said, "Hi, Jeannie. Thank you for getting in touch. I certainly enjoyed talking to you and both you and Gianni. And I hear you're coming to my show in Las Vegas on Saturday, which I am. Be sure to come backstage and say hello. Engelbert Humperdinck."
God bless. He's such a great guy.
Oh, he was fantastic.
Such a regular guy. That's why I wanted to read that to you, because when I say that, he's touchable. Nothing went to his head. I mean, 150 million albums sold and still going.
Oh, he's incredible. His kindness just shows through in the whole conversation. Just very genuine person. Right. It was fantastic.
Well, to all of you out there, God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Next week is a mailbag. You may hear what you sent us on the air.
That's right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
From Sinatra's stage to Brando's scene, Marilyn smile and the mob's ode sheen. Like, comment, subscribe, don't miss the show. Hollywood Godfather Podcast.com. Let's go. Follow at Hollywood Godfather, Real Gianni Russo.